think it's safe to assume that most whitetail hunters spend a lot of time in tree stands. I also think it's safe to assume that when a lot of guys use an Ozonics unit in a tree stand, it isn't set up quite right, simply because I hear a lot of people say, hey, I use an Ozonics, I had deer bust me like crazy. Well, the first question then is, okay, tell me about your setup. How exactly are you setting up your Ozonics unit? Because it makes a big difference. When you're setting up your Ozonics unit, it's not difficult, I promise you that. But there are a few small things that are going to make or break the effectiveness of your setup. Now, the first thing, turn it on. As soon as you get in the tree, you get settled in, turn it on, because if it's not on, it's not producing ozone and it's not attacking your human scent. As soon as I have the unit on, I immediately put it to boost mode. That maximizes concentration. The more ozone that's being thrown in the air, obviously, the more ozone there is to attack my human scent. As soon as I have the unit on, set it out of the way, and I grab the mounting bracket. The key to setting up the mounting bracket is positioning it when you're facing the tree, eye to forehead level. What this does is it keeps it as close to you as possible to minimize time. Now, what I mean by that is it minimizes the amount of time it takes for the ozone to reach your human scent and start attacking it. Now, here's the single biggest factor of setting up your ozonic system perfectly: figuring out where the wind is going. Because if you know where the wind is going, you know exactly where to point your Ozonics unit. Check the wind, not only what it's doing right here, but see if you can figure out what it's doing further out. Perfect. The wind is coming, in my situation, right to left. So I attach the HR300. Two major points. Focus the unit downwind and angle it downward. What this does is it minimizes time and it maximizes concentration. So when you maximize concentration and minimize the amount of time it takes for that ozone to hit my scent stream, you've got three things going on. Scent is being eliminated, and that's obviously the biggest goal. Scent is being altered in such a way where the game animals are not going to recognize me as a threat, or it's being reduced to the point where they're going to think I am far enough away and, again, therefore not a threat. While all that might sound complex, it's really not. What's happening is the animals are not going to sense me as a threat, but in reality, I just became their biggest threat. Another key component of a great tree stand setup is to keep your gear downwind and as close to you as possible. And what that does is it allows the ozone coming out of the HR300 to not only eliminate the odor coming off of me, but it eliminates any odor coming off of my backpack, my bow, or any other gear as well.